Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Out comes Andy Dalton and company. Dalton, of course, grew up in Texas, played his college ball at TCU, and now his home is back in the Dallas. Fort Worth Metroplex with these Cowboys.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So a glance here at the key inactives. There's other reasons, but this list, one of the reasons they've been struggling some this year.
And one that they won't make excuses with, but everyone knows that this is the key reason. Without these players, it's made it very difficult for them this season. They've battled, they've scrapped, but without those guys, hard to win games.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
16 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys!
DiNucci's pass.
Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Here's James. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. We get our first look now at Carson Wentz and this Philadelphia Eagle offense.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Miles Sanders, the ball.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Working from the gun, Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Well, the Dallas Cowboys managed a victory against the New York Giants week 5, but certainly at a terrible price. Losing quarterback Dak Prescott to a compound right ankle fracture and dislocation that required immediate surgery afterwards. And the early reports out of Dallas, injury expected to be season-ending. Terrible way to end such a brilliant beginning to the year. Prescott throwing for more yards than any other quarterback in history, Charles, through those first 4 games.
He was actually tracking towards a 2,000-yard season in the first 5 games. You know, I mean, that's just absolutely amazing what he was doing. Mantle now falls to Andy Dalton, and this is why you sign a veteran quarterback, right? A guy who was a starter previously in Cincinnati for 9 seasons. What people have often forgot, they went to the playoffs 6 times with Andy Dalton. The problem is they didn't win any of those playoff games, but he got them there 6 times. So this is a more than capable quarterback, and what a finish he put on to help them rally and beat the Giants. So despite their 2-3 record, they sit atop the NFC East, and I think with Dalton as their quarterback, they still remain the favorite to win that division. They host Arizona coming up, then they travel to Washington.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
DiNucci. And he whips that one incomplete there. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
A 4-yard pickup on the
This
play.
offense number 1 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up 1st downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Brandon Graham make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's DiNucci to throw. His throw incomplete.
DiNucci's pass.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Down Cowboys.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A First down carry by Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jannard Avery able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. To throw is DiNucci. Steps away to his left. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They go play action with DiNucci. His throw caught at about the 5. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's... got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on third down. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now DiNucci. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
First down.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And he puts it through. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Now James returning. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The football going back to Philadelphia, and so much for calling them the NFC East leaders. With the loss, they're now 1-3-1. They got their first win of the year week 4, but couldn't get any momentum from it as they fought on the road to Pittsburgh in week 5, 38-29. And Carson Wentz, 2 touchdown passes, but Charles, 2 more interceptions, now 9 for him on the year, most in the NFL. I guess if you're looking for a silver lining, they did get another big game from Travis Fulgham.
Yeah, and that's part of the issue. Not that Travis Fulgham played well, because what did he have? He caught the game winner against the Niners a week ago in Pittsburgh on Sunday. 10 catches, 152 yards and a touchdown, and some really big plays for them. But that's not the issue. The issue is he's supposed to be throwing to Alshon Jeffrey, Deshaun Jackson, guys like that. But the rotating, revolving door of receivers, I think it's hurt his timing. So I'm not saying that he's absolved of these interceptions, but I think any quarterback wondering where his receivers are going to be, what's the timing, what's the pattern, I think that's tough. Plus, they play from behind a lot this year, Brandon. And when you play from behind, you take more chances throwing the ball, and Carson Wentz would press it a little bit, and that stung him. As you mentioned, 9 interceptions for the year. They've got a huge game coming up now because the Baltimore Ravens are coming to town. And they're not too far apart geographically, but right now, where they're going in the standings, Philadelphia needs a huge one. Then they've got the Giants in Dallas, and then an open week. They don't play a road game until November 15th. They've got to take advantage of their home field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
Carson Wentz sacked.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over to spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Here's DiNucci now off the play fake.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Second down pass.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Hakeem Butler. Incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our
We'll begin.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say we want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the 3rd quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas got hurt in the season opener with New Orleans. We haven't seen him since. Nick Chubb with Cleveland on IR. Christian McCaffrey with Carolina. They've all missed significant time, so it's been a tough year for injuries. Some teams are playing around them better than others. And we'll see how it goes the rest of the year, but we wish all these guys who are hurt a speedy recovery. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 37. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll get this to Ward. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
He's out of bounds.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, it's Wentz. That's complete to Ward. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wentz to throw again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Thought that might be the goose egg breaker, still stuck on 0.
Yeah, this is still a tight game, too. We got to keep that in mind because that miss there, you hang your head, you let it affect you the next time you go out there, then you've really hurt your ball club. Get yourself together. You might get another opportunity, and they're going to count on you to put it through the post.
Well, as we normally do, let's look ahead to what's to come here in the NFL for Week 6. Some changes to the schedule in this most unusual season. But, CD, I've earmarked a few here. I've got Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night. And then you got Buffalo, KC moved from Thursday to Monday to account for Buffalo playing on Tuesday in Week 5.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and start with that one because that Buffalo-Kansas City game, as you mentioned, was originally a Thursday night feature game. Then they moved it to Sunday, and then they had to move it to Monday because of the juggling of the schedule in this most unusual season. Arizona-Dallas Monday night, that feels like an old-school kind of a game, doesn't it?
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jannard Avery, his 2nd sack of the night. They'll try and throw for it here. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
20! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Throwing on first is Wentz. This is Butler making the catch. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Now Wentz again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
From the gun, it's Wentz. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
That's good.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hakeem Butler, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which situation was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go to Elliott again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up
another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. Wentz. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hakeem Butler with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. It's selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 25-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. DiNucci got his man complete over the middle. It's Bell. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
First down, Dallas.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's DiNucci to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
9-yard gain on the
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And this carries into the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Miles Sanders. That's good.
They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. To throw again on second down. Wentz. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on first down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On second down and 4. Wentz, open man, completes it to Butler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now another timeout.